Only 1% of people on this planet know these psychological tricks. The rest are trapped inside a system, a matrix built to keep you blind. But once you see these truths, you'll never see life the same way again. Before we dive into the video, please like the video and subscribe. It really helps small creators like me.
The first trap of the Matrix is this. It makes you trade your creativity for a paycheck. You work, you sweat, you follow orders, and slowly you forget that you were born a creator. Think of Kabir, Rumi, Tagore. Think of the great musicians who preserved entire cultures through their art. They gave up material comfort, but never their creativity. And the result? Bliss, joy, fulfillment. No, I'm not telling you to quit your job and play guitar on the streets. I'm telling you, bring creativity into the life you already have. If food isn't cooked tonight, create a dish from scratch. If you're a teacher, explain concepts in a fresh way instead of rote repetition. Whatever you do, don't live mechanically. Do it with creativity, and suddenly your hormones, your energy, your happiness, everything starts to align.
The second trick, never get trapped by extremes. Every day you see reels of divorces, alimonies, influencers flaunting wealth, and your fingers itch to comment, to argue, to judge. But here's the truth, every opinion is biased. When empathy deepens, you realize each person is simply acting out their conditioning, shaped since birth. Most people don't even know they're trapped by it. So the next time anger rises, pause, see the middle ground. Recognize the person in front of you is at their limit. By being aware, you stop the cycle of hate. And when you stay calm, something powerful happens. Others feel ashamed for mistreating you without you saying a word. That's how you become a healer.
The third trick, stop being chained to the past. Breakups, betrayal, bad parents, rejection, loss. Yes, it hurts. Yes, you can cry. But don't turn every day into a funeral for the same memory. Accept that what happened was the only way it could have happened. The past is gone. The present moment is where your future is born. Don't waste it reliving what you cannot change.
Look at anyone who made it big and stayed happy. They all had one thing in common. No matter how much they failed, they never abandoned their passion. Van Gogh gave away paintings for food, and people mocked them. Entrepreneurs were called crazy before they became billionaires. They cried, they broke, but they kept going. And eventually, they found freedom, the freedom to choose their own destiny. Your 9-to-5 can give you resources, but your passion gives you life. If you want me to make a full video on how to discover your passion, drop it in the comments.
This is the most important truth of all. This quote is said by the greatest philosopher of all time, George Hegel. Well, sorry, I don't know any George Hegel. I wrote this quote last night. If you scroll reels all day, speak negativity, and waste time, don't wonder why your life feels ruined. You planted cactus seeds. Don't expect roses to grow. Cut the cactus, plant sunflower seeds. Yes, cutting cactus will hurt. Yes, waiting for the seeds to grow will test your patience. Now imagine planting sunflower seeds for the first time. You water them, protect them, wait patiently. After weeks of effort, all you see is a tiny, fragile sprout. Many people get frustrated at this stage. They think, so much time and patience just for this little thing? In anger, they cut it out, only to find themselves starting all over again, repeating the same cycle of sowing and waiting. But that's not the way of nature. The wiser path is to accept the sprout as it is. Don't curse its smallness. Nourish it. Respect its pace. If you continue to water it with consistency and faith, one day that tiny sprout will surprise you. It will rise tall, bloom bright, and soon your whole garden will be filled with sunflowers. Gazing at the sunlight, filling your heart with warmth, and releasing a fragrance that keeps expanding day by day. That is the law of existence. Respect the beginnings, however small, and life will reward you with abundance beyond your imagination.
Most people ignore these 5 truths because they seem too simple. But pause for a second. Are you actually living them? Every truly successful person has these principles in common. This is their hidden secret. Don't waste your life on feel-good books or fake motivation. Take ownership. It's your life, for you, to blossom. If this video gave you even a little spark, press like and hit the subscribe button, and drop in the comments what topic you want me to cover next. Share this video with someone who's stuck, because one spark can ignite their whole life. And I'll see you in the next video on The Great Paradox.